Alright, I said I was gonna play the Soviet deck that I built. It's mine. And see what I can do. So we got Punch Bowl. I haven't played it in 1 versus 1 in a while. I could go for a Dimitri push. BTRTs, Beam PTs are amazing for that. How good is Boris push with this tank? Do we just go for Fedor? I don't really have the best wheel reinforcement, so I don't think I'll go for Dimitri push. Oh, I just realized a big mistake. I don't have a cheap MTV in this tank. Yeah, this is what this is supposed to be. I just remembered. Oops. Well. Like literally no MTV card. I have just K29s with the CV. That's interesting. Do I try to go for Boris though at the start? Or do I just go Feeder and just try to grind him down there eventually? I think I'll just try to grind him down there eventually. Non-sexually it is. OBR time? Like double OBR 87. Get some Grus. Tor. Victoria. Mortar. Bit expensive, in it. In it, bruv. Let's go Ace 89 and then we can get some BTRTs. We can actually skip you probably. We have to beat you 90 with the Gru. And that allows us to go for another crash it here. Good luck, have fun, and let's get healer rushed. Okay. I don't know why you're driving like that, but I'll live. That's Baltic, huh? I just barely out of range. Those are KTs. Oh, that's a big tank. Haves! Haves, okay. Haves is interesting. You don't see Haves very often. That is interesting. Ranikos. Oh, actually, let's go for an early Eurogun. Why not? And get another VDV squad in there. Yeah, sure, let's put you in there. Okay. Oh, Pave took a heavy shot there. Nice, nice, nice. It's down to 2 HP. Nothing in mid, huh? Not OBR. Ooh, what? Wait, what? Arm 70? Okay, interesting. Interesting. Careful with you. Another VDB 90 squad there. Honestly, just get something for base defense. It's a bit further back, actually. They're still panicked, by the way, these tanks. You can stop there. EJTs are still full HP. These screw is town versus town. Why can he spot me but I can't spot him? Did they get sniper squads? 2 HP sniper squads? Or maybe some smoke shenanigans were going on there. Wait, are telling me he did not put not Macklin, thingies in there? Spikes? It's a problem with those paves, they have no freaking armor. Almost. Oh, he indeed didn't even hit. Oh, okay, it didn't work. That one did, though. Goodbye. That's the thing with the paves. Can be fun and all. Maybe I should give them a try, like a game focused around them. But I mean, that's 14 armor, right? No matter what you do with them, it's always gonna be a potential problem with the unit, right? Micro can be as good as you want. It's always gonna be a weakness that is exploitable. The seat behind. That's 2 avias. Jesus Christ. Still no seat. That's discretion for you. I deal 7 damage per missile. Discretion is dealt enough for me to finish them off. Discretions are so ridiculous. Oh boy, I'm not dead actually. Oof. Okay, I think that's GG. So gotta sort this. MI2 is still alive, which is pretty funny. Still have my Uragan. You were like all in on this side, huh? I would like to assault this with a helicopter, but wow. But unfortunately, he has Erikoi there, right? So he has something that can just... That's GG. Interesting though. I mean, first of all, I think that was a good showcase of where Soviet strength can really lie, right? these like forest-ish engagements with like gaps in between, meaning that you can very often stay out of a lot of anti-tank infantry's range, right? You're gonna fight at these like 8 to 900 meters range, and that's where Soviets love to fight. It's more often than usual, or you have a higher chance of your BTRTs, your Scratches, being just out of infantry range. But because especially the Scratch, it only has 1000 meters range against infantry itself, or ground units, it itself is in range. Vampire, one of the few infantry squads, VDV-90, one of the few infantry squads who have 875 meters range, on top of course, 24 AP, are very often going to be in range themselves. Soviets love these distances, right? They have amazing fire support, amazing like high range infantry AT, and these autoloader tanks. So they love these close range engagements. That is out of Apila's range, out of law range, right? I was actually scared of being too late with my smoke, and I probably would have been if that actually was a spike. That not being a spike was so surprising to me. I actually thought that the Erikoy squad came in afterwards, and there was like a spike behind somewhere. 2 paves. What an interesting opener. What an interesting opener. Yeah, this is not where you want to fight with paves. This town is so dangerous for tanks, any kind of ATGM infantry, and ATGMs are like one of the biggest banes of paves. Whereas when it comes to tank fights, they can sometimes trade pretty much evenly. Yes, they will comparatively take a lot of damage, but they also will deal a lot of damage. But that only works versus tanks, right? It doesn't really work versus ATGM infantry. Even a Milan 1 is gonna deal like significant damage to you up front, not to mention a Milan 2. Or anything even stronger, right? And their ATGM infantry are always gonna be an issue here for this town. Now, of course, if you don't have the M2 Wilk or T72S in your deck, then that's the only tank in this price range you're gonna be able to field, but it's then a deck building issue. I think if you want to make use of the pave, maybe fighting here might have been better. You can stay at relatively long distances while assaulting, and once you have a foothold, you can make use of these forest lines, which are, depending on where you're going to be attacked from, a bit more long distance. ATGMs are going to be a lot more expected, and you have to wield firepower with Baltic, or like wield. Firepower, yes, but in general, the speed to actually assault into Charlie. Like, but still, not bringing a spike here seems crazy to me. And it is an arm 70. If you bring a fob, I definitely think the Uragan is a better choice. Oh, and this is objectively the worst 15-point supply truck because it takes longer to turn than all other 50-point supply trucks, by the way. Do not, I repeat, do not bring the star to 66. CA. I don't know why I keep trying to. It's, I can't be the only one who wants to zoom in for a bigger unit card to like read better, but it always stays the same size. I said it ZAOP. Yeah, okay. It's actually crazy how sometimes on such big maps, both players just completely focus on such a small thing. Small thing. E290 back there. I want to take a look at this deck. And the Tor and Scratched combo is just so good, dude. It is so good. I mean, again, just like with the previous Soviet deck that we've seen, maybe it's just like a fun deck or whatever, right? So, if you just want to fun and mess around, then I'm not gonna tell you shouldn't run this or that. Just be aware of things, I guess. Right? For example, no KTs, no spike. Either the player doesn't really know what they're doing, or they're just having fun. In which case, fair enough. I think if you have any kind of experience in Wargame, you probably know that the KT is crazy good. spikes are crazy good. So maybe they're just messing around. In which case, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I mean, like, even all the design, this is still like a serviceable deck, right? Is this a good chunk weaker than it could be or should be? But like in vacuum, or just ignoring what you're quote unquote missing, there's still like a lot of like everything here is fine. Yakarina BTR50, that's a good card. Ranikos are fine. The Marksman Ito 8 support him is fine. Armor 70 is a solid artillery piece, even if Hirugen is better, right? Pave is a good tank, even if on average I think the M2 Wilk or the T72S are better, right? But it doesn't make that a bad unit. You're basically just playing a nerf Baltic front. And you know what? Maybe you know what? I've done that before. Or I've run a tournament before with essentially nerfed nations. Eurocorp was not allowed to field the MX-10 if I remember correctly. Stuff like that. If you're trying to play an ethical Baltic front, if you will. Yeah, that seems fine to me. Okay, short game, but I'm afraid I don't really have much time in a day to record, so that'll have to do. But it doesn't mean we're gonna skip the Wargame. Okay. We got a French, Dutch, or Danish infantry squad that is old and has less than 10 HP. It's Startergruppe. Oh, they might actually be 1980. No, they're 75. And we are looking at a Danish squad. Oh, it's the Rican infantry. There you go. Easy. Okay. Is in Mechan Armored. Did I choose the correct thing? Did I do the same thing twice? No. It is 5 HP and 15 points. Oh yeah, I was not looking at stat. Okay, it's a vehicle. Tow. Do we have like a tow jeep? Laro. Ito is too new, I'm afraid. Maybe a Milan jeep. Think it's French. It's not an ATGM carrier. Right, 15 points. It's also not in vehicle type. Oh, is it a supply truck? Oh, I wasn't looking at this. What is that thing called? Logistic. Wheel array. There you go. Big command autonomy. Canada. Red Dragons. Year. W50 PU. J5, I think. Nope, never mind. Oh, I was thinking of year. Okay, that's a throw. Grizzly CP. Centurions are big. Oxan. Size L. Okay, we know that the LVT and such are not big. Oh, what was big and very old? I forgot. MI4s? Might be MI4s. No, they're medium. Centurions? Yeah. Red Dragons and really good autonomy. I think the WCs have very good, but I think maybe only 800. Canada and autonomy. Bisons don't have great grizzlies, I think only have 600. They might have like a Recon Jeep or something. Do we have like M1? Oh, okay. Oh, the BJs. The Tua. I was thinking of the Tuas. Oh, they have the Chinook. They do have the Chinook. Grenade launcher organ slot 3. Not amphibious. Speed, size, minigun, autonomy. Oh, what? Does it have a different minigun? Or weird? Oh, maybe it is actually technically classified as amphibious? 2A? 3. Oh, let's go 3B here, maybe. Starship. That's gonna be fine. Okay. Autonomy and not amphibious. Roy cuts. Nope. Speed. So not a helicopter. Large? Okay, that's just a Chinook. Oh. Does it have better autonomy? Or it's the wrong... Oh, it's logistics Chinook. I need to have two Chinooks with the same name. One is capitalized, one isn't. I forgot about that bullshit. Rockets have exactly 1000. Wheel arrays. I will never learn this, man. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.